and welcome to the show Podium, and it's session 034. And this week I want to share with you something that I've seen just a little bit clearer this week. And I was listening to Mooji, and one of the things I love about Mooji's work is that he really speaks about the space out of which everything is formed and comes from in such a beautiful way. And I love that Sydney Banks said that the mystics and the sages have been talking about what the three principles point to for many years, hundreds of years. And I love that I can listen to the three principles and what they're pointing to. And I can listen to someone like Mooji and just see that actually they're pointing in exactly the same direction. And they're just both pointing within to the truth of who and what we are as spiritual beings, having a human experience, but also how it works and how it doesn't work. And so this week I just wanted to touch on something that I've seen just a little bit clearer, and it's a bit like the kaleidoscope just coming into crystal clear clarity. And I know it was there, and I've been looking in this direction for a long, long time. So the question for me that's come up, and I heard Mooji say it, and this is what I heard is, has something happened or not? So let's just backtrack just a little bit, because I don't want to get, too deep, too esoteric and lose you too quickly here. But what I came to see over the last few years is that we all live, human beings live in thought-created realities. So we're not living in the feeling of the world itself, the circumstances and the situations. They're not happening to us. We're, as human beings, projecting our experience out into the world. And so, me, that's taken so much off my mind, in as much as if I'm not the victim of things that are happening out there, what people say, things I have, situations, circumstances, then I'm not going to be entertaining all sorts of thoughts of judgment and opinion and blame and so much. I mean, I can see that I'm creating it. Like, consciousness is doing a really brilliant job of bringing my senses to life in me, and then I'm experiencing that. And so if I know that my experience is not coming from out there, then why would I make up an experience, create something in my consciousness, and then live in that which I'm creating if it doesn't really serve me? And I'll give you just a brief business example, actually. I have created this 3-day immersion training for netball shooters. And the last time I put this on as a 1-day, I had 10 athletes, and I only really wanted 16 as a maximum. We only have 4 posts. In a netball court, there are 2 posts each end, and I managed to get hold of another 2. So I really didn't want any more than 4 athletes on a post, and actually 8 is perfect for what I'm trying to do. And so I put together this program, and it seems that I've chosen the wrong dates, and it's clashing with all sorts of other things. And long story short, there aren't many people that have signed up for it. And so I can get really affected by that. And in my former and old world, if you like, I would have just immediately had an experience of, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? Should I cancel? And then I can really pick up momentum in terms of consciousness, and it can really send me in a really negative and low level, if you like, state of mind. And I can start to think things of, well, this is never going to work and people are never going to come on this course. And then I can start to even doubt my ability to do this if I really got in a low state. And all of that would have been coming from a misunderstanding that the numbers on the course being low has the capacity to cause me my experience. And since coming across this understanding that we're living in the feeling of our thinking and not in the feeling of circumstance, I don't need to go there. And I was managing all week, not even managing, I was just able to all week stay in a space of pure consciousness and just see what comes up, just see what occurs to me. And it was fascinating because I didn't go with my experience of negative, unproductive perspective. And what happened was, suddenly I had the thoughts of, I know what I'll do. I'll do 2 days with them and then I'll offer each of them a one-to-one at another time. We don't have to change anything. We don't have to change the cost of the course. And it's just a reconfiguration, if you like, of the work that we're going to do together. And then something happened as I heard Mooji speak about consciousness. And that you get to decide if something happened. And I saw that either of those experiences, I get to decide if it happened, if it even existed. My experience of, there's not very many people on the course. What am I going to do about it? And where that went for a little while and then could have got worse. And then I get to decide if the experience that I was having of feeling great, this is brilliant, I've now got a solution. I even get to decide if that happens or not. Because either is a creation from within, either is the principles in action of mind, consciousness, and thought. Which points to the fact that all experience is an illusion. It's made up because it's in time, because it's conceptual. And for me right now, I see that there's even more freedom in that seeing, deeply realizing that not only is experience optional, by seeing how it works, you get to decide if it even happened or not. Because it's not happening out there in the world. It's only happening inside your mind. It is your story. It's your projection. It's your reality. It's your thought-created reality. So you get to decide if it happened or not. And for me, I just see that if it's the closer it's coming from our truth, our pure state of consciousness, and not our personal ego, ideas, identity, beliefs, concepts, the purer it gets, just the nicer it feels. It's almost like it's automatic. It's like that performance flow state. It is that performance flow state. It's a level of psychological functioning which is so simple and so profound. It's uncomplicated. And for me, I see that it's because I'm connecting with the truth of who and what I am. As this formless, divine intelligence. And in this work, we call that mind. A state of pure being, of presence, uncontaminated by my conditioning. That's just beautiful. And the more I look in that direction, the more I don't even have to do anything. I'm not going around deciding if my experience is happening. I can just see, hang on a minute. Is that truth? So thank you so much for listening in and sharing this week. Kind of special show because it's an insight that I've only just had, and we've only got words to communicate with each other. And so I'm trying to use words to describe a feeling, a deeper sense, a knowing inside of me. And yeah, that's the best I've got right now on that one. So I hope it's been helpful. I hope it helps you to be reflective on your experiences and how seriously you take them. You can always drop me a line on denise.holland@class-performance.com if you'd like to speak further about my work, or you can look at my website on www.class-performance.com. So in the meantime, I wish you a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are in the world. And thank you so much for tuning in. And I look forward to sharing with you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.